This is the 217 Recovery Podcast with Corey Winfield.
You know, when people like reach out and ask for help and it's something as simple as, hey, shipping her a box of tampons.
The one thing about this girl is she's never asked me for anything. She may have hinted about tampons.
It is the 9th of July, 2022. My name is Corey Winfield, and Marty and I still in Pittsburgh. So we're going to have a look back episode like we did on Thursday. This next episode, though, comes from February 9th, 2020. Ryan Beckman and I were co-managing a sober living home in Boyne City, and doing the podcast from the sober living home that we started it at was fun. That was at Nathan's house. But then when we moved into the other house and became managers, it was more interesting, more fun, and we brought along another co-host, Chris Goss, who I knew from treatment previous times, and we actually did a video going home from treatment because we left treatment together, and somebody had made a reference to, man, I would love to be on that bus because that's going to be fun. So I said, well, we'll film it, and I'll put it together, and you guys can watch it, which that video is on our YouTube channel, so you can check that out. It's also on our Facebook, but Chris was one of those guys that he was funny, loved to be around him when he was sober, and he'd make you laugh. He would say some stuff that would just be off the wall sometimes, but that's what made it fun. And when we would start the podcast, this is like a classic example, this episode here, in how we would kind of get off track very, very easily. And the name of this episode is Never Getting That Time Back. And I think Marnie had something to do with that too, because it was kind of like, my God, you guys just rambled on for like 15 minutes about nothing, about Jesus and what if and what did this and time travel. I mean, that's the thing. And we were having fun in recovery when we were doing the podcast, so that was kind of the thing. So anyway, enjoy the episode. We ended up talking about money, but yeah, just kind of listen to some of the fun that we did have back in the day. So enjoy, and thanks for listening.
Sound check, 1, 2.
This is the 217 Recovery Podcast with Corey Winfield, Ryan Beckman, and Chris Goss.
February 9th. Wow. 2020. Wow. Jesus from the book of Bible. After Christ passed. 20.
Okay. 20 years.
Yeah. How many days is that, Chris? Okay,
I don't know. It's 120.
You're the math guy, right?
It's 120 in 4 month talk.
So there's 365 days in a year.
I'm going to fall asleep.
So we would, multiply that by 2,000?
Okay.
120.
I'm not the tech guy, but I'll give this a shot.
I would say it's going to be, what?
9.
What you're going to say?
So 31 plus 9, 40. So we just add 40 to whatever.
Times 2.
1,020. There you go.
810,300.
Which is...
Doesn't seem right. Plus 40 days. For this year.
So
we got to start reading days.
810,340 days.
Yeah. And then next time we do a podcast in 2 days, it'll be 42. So we got to start doing that date.
Huh.
Or we could just say...
8/10 is my birthday.
No. Or we could just say... Welcome
time.
to the February, what it'll be, 11th, 2020, 217 Recovery Podcast.
But that makes us, we sound more intelligent when we come off with like how many days it's actually been since, and some would say the supposed.
Okay.
And why did that mark 0? Is that because the return? Are we tracking the return
of Jehovah? We need to ask
Jehovah
Tyrone.
God.
We need to ask Tyrone about that. I don't know about the return of Jehovah.
And what did they use like in year? Was it year 0? Like boom, it started and like hey, and then a year later it's like year 1.
February 9th, 0. Did they even start keeping years?
And then like 3 years ago, where they're like, oh well, you know, instead of like saying 3 years ago, where they just say, oh, yeah, you know, like 3 BC.
Boyne City.
Before Christ.
Oh, before Christ.
And then,
or would they say was it when Christ was born?
After death is
BC is
like right now is
born.
AD because it's after his death.
After his death. So,
But BC is before Christ.
but
So what does that even mean?
Wasn't he like the
Isn't there-
Virgin Mary's son?
Was he 36 when he was killed?
I thought he was 27, part of the 27 Club. Oh, that's
Could have
bad.
been. I don't know.
I don't know.
I really don't know.
I
Good
didn't really pay
question
too
for
much
my
attention to
pastor.
36
I'll ask
sounds
next
better
week.
to me.
I don't
That's-
know.
I don't
was
know.
my
either.
Maybe he was 82.
I thought he was 30.
I don't know. Let's Google. I mean,
Probably
if
my
we had a
age.
tech guy, we could have
Don't
somebody
you got
Google it.
your phone?
I just put it away.
Well, whoop that baby back out. Apple. See, if you
Well,
had
that's
an
what you
Apple
say and
phone,
how you say it.
could say, "Hey, let me grab my Apple phone and use my Verizon service." You know what I'm saying?
I'm waiting for a sponsor. I'm waiting to be sponsored by them.
You need a publicist. You need an agent
Okay.
that will
So,
work on these deals for you and check your
anybody-
emails because maybe they send you an email,
I told you guys I'm locked out of my tablet.
but you have your phone. Anyway, how old's Jesus? You're getting sidetracked. With
I just put my phone back
sponsorships
down.
and endorsements
So how old was Jesus when he died? Mm-hmm. Okay.
because there's
don't know
I think there's a
how
lapse
fast.
between BC and AD
How old was Jesus when he died?
according to.
Between.
How old was Jesus when he died?
It's very vague here. It says,
My phone's gonna act like a piece of shit right now.
using these methods, most scholars assume date of birth between 6 and 4 BC and that Jesus' preaching began around 27 to 29 AD. Which is,
Wait, so AD doesn't mean after death.
yeah, last
No,
one,
it doesn't. I remember that.
What does it mean?
2-3 years. They
don't
calculate.
You're using the same thing I am.
It's been taken, I don't know. It was like 30.
Between 30 and 36, like Ryan said.
36, I said.
So then
between
what did you
30
know?
and 36.
So,
Or
but what does AD mean then?
Christ
it does mean after death.
It
Wow.
It does, but it
Age 30 to
starts
33,
at
between
when-
30 and 36.
I don't know. Who knows?
33 and
so we could
36.
be. So we really could be in 2023,
I don't know. I'm so confused
depending on
right
when he
now.
died. Now, how do they know we're at 0? But they're like, well, we don't really know how old he was. Well, then how are you going to have BC then? And now, is there going to be 32 years in BC that he was alive? Like, do
So
we just
did
got like
did
a Christ
Did they
period?
keep ages back then? Because like I'm 2 years old.
Jehovah people didn't, because they don't do birthdays and stuff.
Well, they don't do anything.
Oh, maybe they recognize, but they don't celebrate them. I think.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah, do what you need to do, player.
Get your money down.
Get your money though.
Oh no! Here's what it means.
Oh,
AD stands for Anno Domini,
Cinco de Mayo.
which means Latin for year of our Lord, and means number of years since the birth of Jesus Christ. So
okay. Well, they should change that because it seems real close to thinking it's after that. It even tricked you.
it tricked me,
You know, I actually heard something that it
and
wasn't.
I even went to church
but
today.
It was different.
I was on board with you on that, Chris, because I was
Right.
like, I think I'm right.
Something.
Because it doesn't make sense. So, year of Christ being born. Okay. Makes total sense now. Mm-hmm. But how old was he when he died then?
Between 33 and 36.
Well, then we really need to figure this out because it's going to screw up everything.
Anybody know?
retirement.
Email Corey. Anybody knows? Any
Because maybe that's what keeps
Bible
us guessing.
scholars?
Like, do I know when Jesus come back? No, you don't, because nobody does.
No.
Well, because the years are off.
They're waiting for him to come.
Yeah.
Figure this out.
Even if you thought
Maybe
you
this
know.
is my entry to the time travel
Use this
portion
for one of your
of my life.
theses. Your theses.
I think I'm going to discover time travel.
Get a
to go back
DeLorean.
and be
Get
like,
a DeLorean.
we're going to age this dude.
If you do that, I want to make the flux capacitor. We already have a Doc Emmett Brown.
Well, you know, I got this abnormal psychology exam to do, but then I'm gonna go back and do some math, and I'm gonna play with some things. I think there's something in there that's gonna help me with this time travel.
Well, if you go back to 1985, please take me.
85.
Time machine.
85.
That's right.
Back to
Can we
the
stop?
future?
Can we stop off at 85 on the way back
For
to go
what?
see it?
Get some glasses or something. Get one of them shirts. This is awesome on it. Glows in the dark.
Well, I kind of want to go see Michael J. Fox before
I think that he's a star then,
he shook.
so it would be a little hard.
What, before Back to the Future?
Family Ties stuff. I mean,
Well, maybe
he's-
I'll go back to my future, like my past.
Well, we are going to be in L.A., so after we hit the 7-Eleven... Oh, no, because it'll be right now. So I think we go back to the past and travel back to the future to now just to go to 7-Eleven to use it in Los Angeles to
Bogus.
take $10.50 out of my account.
Yeah. Yeah, I
I
heard
still
about
have
that.
the card, and it'll still be working when we come back, so...
So you can put that back on there.
No, I'm just going to take it. We'll buy us some Slurpees or something, and
Definitely want a Slurpee.
we'll bounce back to the future.
Where's Ryan going to sit?
We'll probably
It's
set
only a
up pretty
two-seat
good
car.
in the future, wouldn't you think? Huh?
Where's Ryan going to sit?
Trunk.
It's only there's no
Tie
trunk
him
in a
to the hood.
DeLorean. The flux capacitor rides back there.
Have you looked in the front?
Oh, so you're going to ride in the trunk front.
I don't know.
You guys are thinking way too into this.
I know, right?
There's a back seat in the DeLorean.
No.
Dude, it's not going to be a DeLorean.
Was it going to be a Ford
And
Fusion?
you're right. There's not a seat in the back there.
No.
It might. I don't think it's going to be. I don't know.
Will it hit 88 miles an hour? Because
I don't
when
think
we
we have
hit
to do
88
that.
miles an hour, we're going to see some serious shit.
I think it's going to be some kind of alien.
Flames.
I've been watching a lot of alien shows lately, guys. And I think that it has something to do with aliens, which just reminded me of a dream I had last night. My God, it's happening, Chris. It's happening.
Oh no.
Aliens are coming to perdition?
Yeah. You guys ever had a dream
Yep.
where it's like,
Oh,
let me finish.
I've had dreams.
Let me finish, Chris.
Okay, well, you're not going to wait for that.
Oh, no, we won't. So,
Ah,
there's
jokes.
a couple of girls that would
Oh,
love,
sorry,
love it if
Corey.
we had a phone. We
Well,
could
I'm
answer
sorry I fell
calls.
asleep last night, guys, by the way.
Oh, is that
fans.
because I remember you saying, "Oh man, my stomach hurts." Gotta go
Yeah.
to the bathroom," and then
No, it was at
I've seen you in
9:30.
the
It was at 9:30.
bathroom.
He said, "Do you want to do a podcast?" I said, "Sure." Stood around, waited, went to my room, laid down, listened to the new Esham album, and drifted off into a wonderful slumber. I apologize, guys, and I
right.
didn't have diarrhea, contrary to popular belief, or whatever it was they said, because he said stomach problems. I know exactly where it was going. I know when I'm not here, they make up some outlandish tales.
Explosive.
Was it? Mm-hmm. Well, the things we can't control. I fell asleep.
okay. So back to the dream.
Oh yeah, your
Okay.
dream. Yeah, I forgot about you were talking. Sorry.
Man, I just read on this chapter of Abnormal Psychology about thoughts,
Yep.
and if there's there's some questions I could ask you, but I'm not going to give you an exam right now. Mental.
Well, I'm not due for my yearly checkup, so you're not going to give me an exam at all.
I'm giving you one right now, Chris.
Oh, that's uncomfortable. Take your ring off.
So, back to the dream. You guys ever have a dream where you're with a person of the opposite sex and
kidding
things
me?
are kind of getting a little...
Are you kidding me right now? Yeah, I get it. Is that all your dream was?
No, it was crazier than that.
And then,
Okay.
and then you woke up. What?
Okay.
No. In my dream,
Nico.
it was the first time that I can remember that I was doing the...
Sexual relationship.
And your boy sealed the deal, if you know what I mean.
You asked her to marry her?
You had a baby?
Without Chris's, but the result of Ryan's. Or
So you
the thing
impregnated
that
her
caused-
in your dream?
Sorta.
What do you mean, sort of? You
I've
do or
never
you
done
don't.
that. I've always woken up.
So, did you
you-
were you there for the childbirth afterwards?
No.
Did the dream last long enough?
You just abandoned her? What kind of man are you?
What
kids
kind of
were-
dad are you gonna be?
well,
She's already abandoned him.
Jesus, man, you just left it. Okay, sorry. Go
they
ahead.
didn't quite make it to the car. You know what I'm saying?
The baby fell out.
Yeah, a couple thousand million of them maybe did. I don't know. It was pretty cool. Then I woke up and I was like, whoa. And then I was like, oh. I guess I'd never had one of those.
Are you? Wait a minute.
but
Wait a
I
minute.
didn't have
Hold
one
on.
last night either. Yes.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Is that what you're talking about
Yes,
right now?
Chris.
Are you shit? Are you serious?
Uh-huh.
Nocturnal immunization. Is that what that's called?
I don't know, but it didn't happen. I was disappointed.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Was it an
I'm
alien?
Still confused.
Ryan is talking about something completely different.
Well, you were talking about aliens and time travel.
Well, no. I think
no,
what he's
no,
are you
impregnated.
getting at? Is it a wet dream?
No, but that's
Okay.
what I was hoping for.
Okay.
But it wasn't.
Oh my god.
I've never had one of those, man.
Okay.
I feel like I've been cheated.
Your whole life. You've been robbed.
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Maybe we'll
That would
get
be
you some
awesome.
Viagra.
Would it really?
Now
Wow,
that
where
I'm
did
41
this go?
years old, I probably won't have one.
You better hope you can have one.
Well, then I was at some kind of like wedding where I found like by the bridesmaids doing something like a ton of money. Like a ton of money.
They offered you a ton of money for your time?
No, I just found it and I was like, well, this is just laying on the ground. Let me put it in my bag. And then
Okay.
I kind of walked away. And then I was kind of like, well, somebody's going to be missing that much money. And I was
Right.
like, oh my God. So then I put it in this briefcase and I had to take these people back to this place. And there was a girl there that I don't know what was going on. There
Did
was
you get a
some
mail
kind-
order bride with the money in your dream?
No, I don't remember what I was going to do with the money.
Okay.
But I was like, I got to get that money.
Get your money, though.
Get your
Right.
money.
You know, I
dough.
think it had something to do with that.
Get your money, though.
And I threw it in the back of the trunk. I mean, it was
The
locked.
money.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were
in
talking about the woman.
in a case. It was like a silver case. Like,
Ooh, was it a Samsonite?
I don't know.
I
Could've
was
been.
way
it was
off.
dope. And I was like, I got to remember that combination.
666.
No,
Okay.
it's 246
Oh.
817.
Okay, well, I did not think the beginning of the show was going there, but I'm glad you got that dream off your chest. I'm sorry that it didn't happen.
Well, you know who wasn't glad I got that off my chest?
Your mom?
Whoa,
upset?
whoa,
Wait.
whoa.
Well,
Sorry, Sandy.
Well, I was just trying to say she
Already?
upset she heard
Oh,
because I was going to
Chris.
apologize
I
to
told
her.
her I was doing all
Man,
kinds of stuff. We
why?
already know about that.
How could you?
Well, the thing is, I was
Previous
going to pre-apologize for the apology because she doesn't have to hear that stuff. Although she hears a lot worse.
Yeah, I mean,
Because guess who's the dirty man?
Oh, yeah, I'm the dirty man tonight.
Yeah, there he is.
Ryan admits it too.
Yeah, I know. It's terrible.
We get
I mean, it's
actually soft
I mean-
to get hard. Somebody's got to be.
That can't be me anymore.
Oh,
Wow.
about that.
Crickets? The crickets, huh? The crickets?
Maybe you can.
The crickets? Sexual relationship. Oh, heaven.
So, all right, since we spent the first 15 minutes talking about nothing about recovery,
What can we talk about?
all right, now we get the 15 minutes out of the way. So,
All right.
thanks for listening to us. We appreciate it. You hanging in there with us. I hope.
Thanks for hanging on, guys. We're glad you came to the show. I hope you learned something because you know I did.
Yep. You don't ever have to go back to listen to that stuff ever again.
Right.
But you can. I mean,
You can go back and listen to it because it's there.
yeah, for life.
We'll never get that time back.
It'll
But the
never-
cool thing is about tomorrow, we can always do it again. Or something a little better.
do
Or
whatever
something a
we
little worse.
Who knows? That's what I love about this is that we can just talk about whatever we want, and we still talk about things in recovery. And some would say the reason why we just went on that whole spiel about absolutely nothing
Yeah.
Is what?
is because I'm avoiding something.
Oh.
Oh.
What are you avoiding?
He was avoiding his.
Feeling.
Feelings. Nothing more than feelings.
His parental duties.
Oh, blah, 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 blah. Well, I can say I got
I think
my
he
4
really
month
did
coin
get
today.
somebody.
I can deflect.
Impregnated.
You know what? I'll talk about getting my 4-month chip today, and we'll just let you hold on.
Congratulations, Chris, on your
Thank
4
you.
months.
Thank you.
Very
20
impressive.
days.
I'm very proud of you.
Right, we got everybody's standing up.
Thanks, guys.
You, Chris Goose.
I want to thank all my friends in the house, all the people at the halls that have listened to me for this 120 days, 110. You guys have really been a support for me. You guys have really made this 100 and something days comfortable, a lot more comfortable than it's been. They say it only gets worse, but I think it's getting a little better. But, you know, I did buy a pack of cigarettes this morning, guys. I am sorry. I had 5 cigarettes the 2 previous days, and I probably smoked. I'm looking at one right now for the after show. It was supposed to be the pre-show, but I was running a little late.
Man,
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I know, but, you know... so the machine didn't make me upset this morning. I just, for some reason, thought it would, you know... suit me to go get a pack of those green branded cigarettes. I'm not going to say them anymore.
Can I give you advice?
Yeah, sure. You always do. You do.
Don't just quit cold turkey.
Oh.
It's hard. You can't.
I know.
Maybe try. I got vape.
Oh God, I'd rather smoke 10 cigarettes in an hour.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I would. Listen to how I sound. It sounds wonderful.
I've been smoking half ones, and that seems to help.
I have been wasting half cigarettes.
I've been wasting them too, but still.
But, you know, I hate being that douchebag nowadays. Can I get a cigarette? Can I get a cigarette? Can I get a cigarette?
Yeah,
you know, I hate that. Because when I was that douchebag, can I get a cigarette? I didn't have money.
You can be a douchebag, like, can I get some juice?
No.
Can you sell me some juice?
No, because then I'm just going to look at you and go, dude, you only paid that much for it? You're going to charge me this much for it? You really, dude? You really going to do that to me, dude? Come on, dude. Come on, dude. Dude, really, dude? Bro. Dude, bro.
Yeah.
All right, dude, whatever. I'll buy it still.
Never buying from you again.
Nah, dude, bro. Sorry, I dude broed you
All
guys.
you quit was quit buying your own.
Sometimes I don't know where that comes from. But yeah, thanks for the congratulations. Got the coin. I'll get the thing Thursday, the key tag, because that's what I really want is the key tag. Oh, wait, hold on, wait a minute.
There is no
key tag. Yeah, never mind. That's why I got the coin. Yeah, I got to wait, what, 2 more months?
2, 6.
That's cool. I'll do it, but I'll worry about that in 2 months because I'll just deal with tomorrow. I was like, because it's snowing. Guess who's gonna go shovel tomorrow? I'm so happy, like a kid in a candy store. I saw those dollar signs falling. I don't have 5 minutes alone, do I? But I'm gonna stop.
Anything you want. It's your 4 month.
Oh, Jesus. Well, I did have some Ovaltine today. And
Are you doing it?
No. I mean, yeah. You know what? You know what?
He's
You know
feeling
what?
it.
Let me pull my hair back. No. Why not? Why not? Yeah.
4 months. Where are we? What are we thinking? What are we doing?
Yeah, let's get ready for this. Get ready. You know, I wish we could have. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, even better. So, timer ready?
Go.
All right. Well, I did get my 4-month coin today, and I did, and it's ironic that the same person that gave me my 3-month coin gave me my 4-month coin, and oddly enough, they pass the coin around at these things, and people kind of say something to the coin, give you a little blessing. It got dropped twice, and sometimes people say it's a bad thing when they drop the coin. But what happened as well is when I was in a previous treatment facility, one of these guys was like, everybody grabbed the coin, they passed it around, and they threw the coin on the ground. Are you ready to pick up for the last time? They threw the coin on the ground, you pick it up, and you get it. But technically, if you go to these meetings, and you go and you get them all the time, you're not picking up for the last time. But what you're doing is, what I did say is, I've never been 120 days clean and sober ever, without courts or jail. And so what it is today is, I learned these things in these halls, these places that I go to, from these people that that have taught me things, and I've learned from them, and I learned from myself in making mistakes, but I'm learning from them to try and lose the mistakes. And the best part about these places that I always say I'm welcome, they keep welcoming me back. I could wear a ski helmet, a snowboarding helmet, and goggles to this meeting. I could wear a robe to these meetings, and they just laugh and say keep coming back. But when I lived in town, I actually, part of this little story, I didn't say. It was somebody was saying about pride and ego and things. I was actually struck by a car one time leaving a place, getting something from a guy, and I got hit by a car. And the instant I jumped right up, I said, "Oh, my back hurts." And I looked at the people. I was like, I had my flashing lights on. You guys didn't see me. If the cops won't get called if you give me $40. So then I got the $40. I'm not doing that today. What I'm doing is I'm helping people do things for themselves. I'm not helping myself, but I am by helping other people do things. But what I've learned in these places is by helping people helping me, I can help other people. And so I'm not helping myself get over on people. And the only thing I'm getting out of it is another day clean and sober. And I was actually in a kind of an upset mood earlier, and I looked at Darian and I was like, I got to go to a meeting today. And I went and shoveled and I got some energy out and I went to a meeting and I was like, oh crap, it's 120 days today. So, because like I say, I don't really count the days, but what it is I found out yesterday that it was 119. So I got this coin today, and like I said, it's crazy to me that, I would think that I'm sitting trying to help people, and I'm trying to help people because I was never that person that wanted help. I was that guy that was going to go back to my hometown, and I was going to do it without sponsors. I was going to do it without meetings. I was going to do it without, whenever you say, well, how'd you do it? I did it by coming to meetings. I did it by getting a sponsor. I did it by listening to the suggestions that you guys give me, and I take these suggestions, and I take what I'm supposed to do with these suggestions, and I do it, and I make things better for myself because I see you guys have got this money. I see you guys have got that money. You. And one day I'll have that when I get there. But the cool thing about life is today is I'm living it. I'm LIVIN, living life, and I'm embracing it. Whether it be, I'm getting, shorter hours at work. They're talking about laying people off at work. Well, you know what? If it happens, it happens. It doesn't. But the cool thing is I'm a washer and dryer, so they might not lay me off. But if they do, they do. I'll find another job. But it might not happen. So I don't know. I don't worry about it when it happens. But I know it's snowing. I'm excited about that. It's getting hot in here. I think I've taken 4 or 5 breaths. I may have taken a few more, but I'm not even really counting. But the cool thing is it's 5 minutes alone. It's 5 minutes alone with me and you guys. And I hope you enjoy my 5 minutes alone because I enjoy having these 5 minutes alone with you guys, trying to word it correctly, trying to make it sound off, because the very beginning of the show is really crazy, but guess what? That's what we do. We act really crazy, but the thing is we don't get too crazy, because when we get too crazy, guess what happens? We end up back in the spot where we didn't want to be. So today is where I'm at, and today is what I want to do, and what I did today is I got a chip, and I celebrated 4 months, 120 days, whatever you want to call it. Guys, pick up your mics. It's time to continue the show. Thanks for the 5 minutes alone.
Woo.
Wow.
I think you fit more in 5 minutes than I'd fit in 10.
Well, I talk a lot. I'm good.
60 seconds remaining.
What? That's got 60 seconds remaining? Well, get the heck out of town. The best part about this 5 minutes alone is I got more time now. So the best part, I'm really happy to be on the show. I'm kind of bummed out I missed it last night, but I needed some beauty sleep. Obviously, this hair and this face doesn't look this way all the time. I got to get a few hours of sleep to look this good. I guess I'm cocky and conceited. I don't know. It's just a joke. But I wouldn't look this good when I was using. I can guarantee you, a year ago, I didn't look. I was frail. I was pale.
30 seconds remaining.
I looked like a shell of a man. Today I'm a little heavier than I was 2 months ago when I was jogging, but guess what? I'll work on that. I'll stop eating the snacks. I am going to go burn some calories tomorrow with doing my second job, working with the guys. Can't wait to see them. So I'm going to take 10 seconds to breathe. Thanks for listening, guys. Whew.
10 seconds remaining.
Oh, you think I can let that 10 seconds go? Heck no, this is my 5 minutes long. I'm going to take up that whole 5 minutes. I wish I had a beverage, but guess what? I'm going to go ahead and just take care of that when I take care of it. Thanks for listening, guys.
Thanks, Chris, for the 5 minutes
all right.
alone. It was
Thank
a good
you.
5 minutes long.
I
Seems
hope
like
it was.
maybe you had stopped early.
I did, but I thought
I think you'd have been good at 4 minutes alone with that, but that was good.
Well, the thing is about that is it's 5 minutes. I take all my time. Yeah. I take the time I need.
And the best part of it is when people fast forward the 5 minutes, they know exactly when.
Sakes, that's terrible.
Not that they would. But
I hope not. Because what
somebody like Samantha, who was like, I don't like Chris at first, but now she likes you.
Oh yeah.
And don't worry, not like.
Yeah,
but she likes you as a friend. She likes what you have to say.
Yeah, right. Sometimes I do get, when all this stuff flies out, I can slow down now. I don't have 5 minutes. When I talk, there is some good things that come out. Surprising, But, yeah, when we first met, Samantha, how you doing? Thanks for doing Ryan's hair. It's good to see you. I'm glad I could help you with your watch. Yeah, we didn't get along because I was still in that mess in my head. But, today, we can coexist.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Pretty cool. Ryan, how was your day?
Good. Got a haircut today.
I see you did that.
Looking a little fresher.
I look a little fresher. It's real short, though. It kind of throws me off. But the 5 o'clock shadow's coming in. It's dark. The blonde hair looks kind of, like you're going to have golden tips.
Yeah, it's going to be wild. All the kids are going to rave.
Yeah.
I don't know. Quiet. I went to church today. Good message. I don't know. Talked about being in God's favor, doing things you got to do and living life you need to live. Life's not fair. There is favoritism in the world, and I get it. So that's sweet. So I'll be rich any day now. My pastor actually prayed for that for me today. It was pretty sweet.
So you'd be rich? Like with
Wealth?
money.
Money.
They say, get your money, though.
Get your money, dough. You tell him to say that during the prayer. Get your money, dough.
He didn't quite put it like
be
that.
Rich with money.
Gonna be rich with money.
How about just rich with
all my burdens to be lifted?
I think that's what he meant. It was like rich with.
No, it was actually talking about. We're talking about money and works, promotions, stuff like that. So it was pretty sweet.
That's cool.
It's like, God can do this for you. Let me pray for it. Watch this. So I was like, let's do it. And he's up there. He's at the podium.
Like, how much money did he say?
No, he didn't give me figures.
He said rich. Because if you ask certain people, you ask somebody in Ethiopia or something, like
Yeah. I believe I'm rich today with
$85, I'm like, you rich?
Crazy.
You rich? Or however they say it.
Crazy. Well, no,
I'm rich with my serenity, my
I was gonna
happiness,
say that-
peace.
right,
Things
you could-
that I got today are worth more than
any monetary value.
all the
could
money I was
ever
making.
amount up to.
But
the crazy part is the
I've
things-
made the money. I've spent it. I didn't.
yeah, a countless dollars that we literally wiped our bottoms with.
Yeah.
Well, not literally wiped our bottoms with, but flushed down a toilet in a sense.
Yeah, absolutely. Burn
Up in smoke.
Stabbed into
She
your
gone.
whatever.
flush down the toilet.
Flushed down a toilet stool.
Yeah.
Fool.
Not good.
Yeah. Man, I know. But we'll never forget that because that got us to where we are today, to meet us, to have this in this
Yeah.
wonderful
It was a
studio.
crazy
to do
world.
This. Yeah.
It goes around.
When I did my kind of talk at the hall today, one guy was like, "Chris, listening to what you just said, makes me think. Other people were, regardless who's better off or whatever in your addiction. He's like, that helps me remember what happened in my life, and it makes me cherish what I have today. And he's gonna have tomorrow, barring any unforeseen circumstance, he'll have 7 years tomorrow.
Nice.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Big shout out to him.
Big shout out to him.
2
Forgot
days.
his name, but
Well, I'll leave
Kevin,
it.
Zach.
it could
Bill,
be either one.
Jeff.
Maybe it's a spiritual minister program. But
What did he look
congratulations.
like? Like a Kevin?
He looked like a guy with a hat.
Was he older?
No, he had hair.
30s? 20s?
I don't know.
15?
I don't judge people by how they look. Look
Was
at
he
me.
8 years old?
I don't know. I do want to say, Sugarfoot. I forgot what I was going to say. I didn't swear this time, though, guys.
Sugarfoot. Where did that come from?
I'm trying to watch my mouth. I do want to give a special shout out to a buddy, Zach. I'm sure you guys might have. I met the other night. Solid guy. Enjoyed the show. Told us to look into a few documentaries as far as addiction. I threw him a name of a book that I read that he hopefully would check into. Zach W. Thanks for being a listener to the show. I was going to, I should have done it the other night. I'm sure somebody else did. But I personally want to say thank you for, and we met through another person that I was in a room with in a facility. Good, and this and talking to him makes me think, man, that's cool because when you talk to a listener, and it's outside the normal people that listen. You just, Jesus, wow, you really listen? He's like, yeah, you got good stuff to say. You guys all have good stuff to say. It's cool, and that just solidifies the fact why I'm sitting my chubby ass in this chair right now.
Yeah, we
Sure, your Sugarfoot.
told Zach all about the shirt. We made him and everything. So that's cool that you wanted to repeat that.
Well, the thing is, I didn't get to say it because I was just asleep.
But no, Zach, yeah, and Kevin, shout out to you again down there in St. Louis. How you doing, Kevin?
How you doing?
Send Chris an email. We haven't heard from you in a while.
Wow.
Probably want to shoot me one too.
Yeah.
If we're running out of stickers, we'll hook you up, resupply you.
Yeah.
But no, there's a woman who reached out to me yesterday and was like, "Hey, how you doing? What's going on with income?" I'm like, "Oh, I don't have any." She's like, wait, what are you doing for income? I'm like, nothing. She's like, wait, are you okay? And this and that. And yeah, I told her, I was like, hey, there is a fee to process the 501c3 status, whatever acknowledgement from the IRS that we're trying to get. And I was like, if you want to make a donation, like you could do that. And I don't know, I'm going to talk to her after I get done with my exam that ends in 1 hour.
And
I love how you just threw
laugh
that
at
in there.
that.
I shoveled the whole driveway, Ryan.
I did it before you did. Fucking stinking.
Are you kidding me,
A couple
Corey?
hours.
You
I
will
didn't
do
mean
anything to get out of doing your homework.
Well,
Come on.
it was, I don't know, I just had a day, man. And I did something that I tell people not to do. Mm-hmm. I'm on, and it's only 50 milligrams of Zoloft, but I've been breaking that sucker in half because Dr. Winfield, professional radio broadcaster,
Right.
decided that it was time to start cutting back on the Zoloft.
Good.
So I've been breaking it in half and just taking a little bit. And I don't know if that's what it is or just I don't know. I was just on edge, man, the last couple of days. And then today it really got to me. Anna just pissed me off. Yeah. And I didn't react to her message that she sent me. I just left it alone. But I was still in those feelings. Like, just because I didn't react to her, that's a good thing. But I still never processed it in my own head.
I figured you were upset with me because I cut my hair and you didn't get to do the interview.
Oh, heavens.
Hey, Chris, you want to play some music while we're talking? Or
My button. I hit a button.
just talking about feelings. It's fine.
I know, but it didn't happen on purpose.
Did that
The hair? No. I was mad at you for other reasons.
Did the music
Okay.
upset you?
And then that got me mad. And I don't know, man. Just everything today was just making me mad. And
Short fuse today?
yeah.
Surrender.
A real short fuse. And so I was like, you know what? I got back home from taking some people who wanted a ride, and they paid me, of course. So Tyrone will tell you, having a car, expensive. I think he said expensive.
Yeah, he said
Like
expensive.
alcohol.
He said expensive. I'm
Alcohol.
Sure. He enunciated.
So yeah, then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna shovel this son of a bitch. You know, maybe
you
this
did.
will help. And then I was like, I'll just do this little part. Next thing I know, I'm like almost done with it. And
Right.
Chris and Tyrone came back home, and I was like, oh, where you guys been? I didn't know you guys were even gone.
At a meeting.
Cool. And then you told me about the coin, and I was like, yeah, I'm having some issues, man. Like,
Talked about it.
I don't know. My sister even asked me what was wrong, and I was like, the F you know something's wrong. Like, I didn't post anything on Facebook or nothing. She was just having some
Yes.
Maybe I gave her something that she doesn't even know about, like to clue her in
Like,
on my feelings, like when we come back from the future. Or maybe I'm just trying to dodge feelings again.
gosh. So we did go back.
So how would she know?
Feelings of
I don't
animosity.
No, not animosity. Hurt. Let down. Just, I guess I had higher expectations. I was let down by those. And
Sorry, I played the music on my phone.
don't ever do it again, Chris.
It was an accident.
I don't know. I was just having a hard time with trying
My
to
phone down.
figure out how to react. But I don't want to react. I want to just act.
And you
But-
not. I'm trying to say it correctly because the way you said it, react, but not act.
But I want to act and not react.
Right. You want to, but you got to like you talked to me and Tyrone about it, and just continue to shovel. Mm-hmm. And did what you were supposed to, because if you bottle that up, you'll pop like a zit, and then it'll leave a red mark. And
That's fine.
I'm not.
Thanks, Chris. But no,
My analogy was not directed at your blemishes on your face.
But it was everything, though, man. Just like everything about today just made me mad. Like, just playing the thing over and over and over. It's just like, I don't know.
Talk to your primary care physician. See if you can wean down correctly.
Yeah,
Because Dr. Winfield doesn't know squat about pills.
I don't see that.
I want to do it just in half one day. Just decide that.
That's when I started. Was
Right, well, if you're taking X
like a
amount,
week ago.
if you're taking X amount for X amount of time, and then all of a sudden you just take just a smidge of that, Because guess what? If when I was using, and I had to do X amount, and if I just used a little bit, I wasn't a happy camper.
Yeah.
Everybody around me suffered.
well, but that's what they're going to tell me to do. I
Just
think.
wean yourself. But then they'll give you they might even give you a lower dose. Yeah, you talk to them about it first.
Instead of
Definitely.
50s, they'll give you 35s or
Right,
something.
whatever they break down into in milligrams, because I don't know about those pills.
I don't
Yeah,
either.
me either.
That's why you shouldn't
Well,
break them in
I'm-
half, mother trucker.
I should Google it.
Yes.
See what they recommend.
You know what
Probably
they're
got the
gonna tell
short
you?
half this day.
I don't know, man.
Right, because
Listen,
do you have a pill cutter that cuts it correctly in half?
yeah, okay. Some pill cutters.
You're just smashing it with a hammer.
Yeah, just stepping on it with your toe.
They're just a little like
Just a shave.
little Tic Tacs
Just a
almost.
shave, yeah.
Not
okay.
hard.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend doing that.
It's gotta get soft to get hard.
Not gonna hit it.
You're not gonna hit it? Okay, sorry.
So yeah, I don't know, man. It's just could be, but yeah. And I tell people to don't do that. Listen to your doctor. But I don't even know when I go to that. I need to make an appointment.
You tell me you go to the doctor all the time.
Well, when was the last time you went? Thank you. Why don't you make an appointment with me? We'll both go.
I gotta go see my therapist tomorrow. Maybe we'll make the appointment.
Yeah, do that with your therapist.
Yeah.
And then get your Nicorette gum, and you can start trying to quit. No, seriously, you got to stop smoking the right way. You can't just all of a sudden quit. So I'm sure it works for some people, but
Well, it's just like you trying to take a half a med. I'm just trying to stop buying them. You know, we're all trying to wean off of something.
and now the girl doesn't even whatever. It's not even in the picture, I guess. So I'm gonna start taking all those pills.
Oh, shut
No, I'm just kidding.
Jesus.
And by all those pills, I meant like what was prescribed.
Yeah, the number on the side of the bottle.
Doctor, yeah.
Prescribed by a physician, not Dr. Windshield.
One a day.
Apple a day keeps doctor away. 7 Zoloft, make it even better day.
Oh no, it won't. Good
That's a
Lord.
joke. That's a joke, guys. Sorry. Bad humor. Bad humor. Bad humor.
I don't think I don't know. I wouldn't want to do that though.
Comatose.
Toast?
Comatose.
Oh, they just said toast. I love toast. Sorry.
All right. Well, I'll take a whole one tomorrow.
Okay.
We get actually
And I'll just
soft to get
smoke
hard.
a half bag of cigarettes tomorrow. I think I have 8 left. I should only smoke a couple tomorrow. Darian said, "Give me the pack and I'll give them to you." Because I had 2 before work. I had 2 2 days before, the whole day.
Did I ever tell you I know somebody named Darian?
Here you.
This guy.
Nope. Really? We're making jokes now?
Hey, since we're talking about stuff that we talked about yesterday on the show,
Oh, okay. What the hell did you guys say when I wasn't here?
do you like being wrong?
Not really. But
So-
I could probably admit if I have been, unless it's with you two jerks.
Is there one time or
We'll
one
call
thing
you out on it, at
that
least.
you like being wrong about?
Is there one thing I like being wrong about? Oh, wait a minute, hold on. I always used to think I could recreationally use and drink. I was wrong about that, and I had no problem with that.
Okay.
Boom!
Just wanted to get that from you. Thanks. That's a good one, though.
Right!
That's really good.
But I just saved whatever you guys said about me yesterday when I was on the show to defend
No.
myself.
You weren't even close.
What did you guys say?
Corey said he.
All right. You have to listen. You have to listen to yesterday's.
Yeah, well,
Oh, heavens.
tune in.
Well, the thing is, I'm so busy in the morning, and I like doing the shows, and I haven't been able to listen to them as much lately, but I do love the 5-minute alone segments. I guess I'm a little...
I don't know if I've
better
ever
not.
listened to one. I don't
What?
think I've listened
I was
to
just
one.
fast forward at that 5
Oh,
minutes.
I'm sure you would. We'll just dye your beard yellow when you sleep. Sorry. Didn't mean to say
It's really
that.
not that long right now.
Whatever.
It goes back in 2 days.
Yeah, no, it's funny. Your 5 o'clock show does come back fast. Not in 7 minutes, like I said, but you do have a wonderful beard.
I'm back in action.
Yeah, well, do the mustache this time, Tom Selleck. Just the mustache.
Yes.
So I'm going to work on not reacting, but acting, but still coming out with some kind of
Getting a
result of dealing with the feelings.
finality to it. Finalize it.
Yeah.
Get through it in the correct form, like you've been doing. And then, certainly, yeah, don't overreact to your reaction of the act.
Right. My sister told me, well, just give it a couple of days. Think about it.
Are we having a segment? We all just pick something we're gonna work on.
Well, smoking.
See how we do.
Stop smoking.
I'm gonna work on just letting go of control and being able to surrender. I know I can't change people or make them do things, but sometimes I feel like I should be able to, influence them to do the right thing, and they don't.
Right. That's one thing. That's the things we can't control. But then you like
not under
Corey, you have
control.
expectations of things when you give suggestions. If somebody wants to walk in front of a bus, when you say don't do it, and they walk in front of a bus anyways, you're certainly not going to go grab them and put yourself at risk. In a scenario form. Worst one probably ever to pick, but the harsh realities.
Yes.
So you're going to work on...
Surrender. Giving up the controls.
So I should probably work on something other than stop smoking.
You could still work on that, too.
Yeah, that too. I'm going to...
Talking about
Yes.
maybe behaviors and feelings.
Huh?
Right?
Behaviors? Well, I was reacting to a situation a little earlier. Freaking out a little bit.
Wait for it. Hold on.
Sexual relationship.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Is that what you're talking about?
No,
Oh.
not at all.
Man,
Jesus.
All right, so you were reacting to a situation earlier.
Right. I mean, I think that's what we've all done today. Just assuming that something's going to happen because, a phone call was made and they were trying to smooth things over. And I was like, yeah, so go ahead. Call them back. Talk to them. We'll see how that goes. Then I just wanted to jump to the phone, strangle this person.
Ooh. Them are some strong emotions.
I know, but I didn't. I went and shoveled, smoked a few cigarettes, went to a meeting,
Ooh.
and put faith in what was said. And I got a pretty strong feeling that that's going to be fine. So that was the end. Well, that was the middle portion of my day.
That's good.
Thanks.
That's real good. That's for you.
Thanks. So happy right now.
The other guy that I know is dealing with some real relationship stuff, and it's not working out how we thought it would. And he's dealing with the hurt and the pain. And he came and talked to me today about it. And I told him, look, man, time does heal all wounds. It does.
Right.
Until you're dead, and then
Poof.
I guess it heals
God.
itself. But, I'm just going to extremes.
Right.
But-
Again, you do.
But time does heal all wounds, and he didn't have to use over it.
Right.
He's feeling it. It sucks.
You have to feel it
You have to feel it. It sucks, man.
to get through it.
Yep, heartbreak, let down. He was lied to,
Sadness.
deceived. I mean, he feels betrayed. Yep, it sucks. But you know what? You learn from it.
It
I told him.
happened, right.
You are going to learn that you don't have to use over it. You don't have to run out there and keep messing up your life. You can deal with the pain. Another friend reached out to me last night about her mom. And her mom had just passed, and she was like, I want to go use so bad right now. And I said, hey, look, you already know. Using is not going to make it better. It's not going to bring your mom back. It's just going to push the feelings away that you're still going to have to deal with.
That momentary, that feels good.
I told her something kind of weird and sounded kind of morbid, but it was what I was thinking at the time, was because she said that her kids are having a hard time. And I said, well, be the parent, be the person that you want your kids to be when you die. Which was kind of deep.
Right, it is.
And
it's true, man.
It's nothing I had ever said before. It just, but it's true though. Do you want your kids to how do you want your kids to react? Because you want the best for your children, I would
Right.
assume. I don't have any, but
Okay.
you would assume.
Except for you in your dream last night.
They kind of just went all over the place.
Oh.
But if, well, I know where they went. It was
Oh, my
all
God.
over the place. But if
Ah.
it was back to this, what we're talking about here is
Right.
serious.
It is.
But like Chris, you're gonna die. It's life. That we all die.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, loved ones, very close people to us, will die.
Right.
And your children, how would you want them to react? And of course, you're working on some things. You got not really a lot to make up, but you have a lot to prove.
Right.
Because there's nothing you can make up. That would be kind of fun if you put them in diapers and then took them to a baseball game or something. Like, come on, kids, let's relive those years.
I couldn't carry
They'd be
my
like, Dad,
kids on my
you
back.
need to go somewhere to the
Oh, yeah,
mental
they're gonna
hospital.
put me in a loony bin.
Which is fun sometimes.
But how you put that, couldn't be any. It couldn't be. It's hit the center of the target. Truly, I mean, because when you see your mom in a casket, sorry for your loss, Corey's friend. Holy crap, because then do you want to be that drooling mess or that tweaked out mess or that stumbling mess? Because that'll be the last time you see your mom, whether it be alive or you want to stand tall and be proud of what you've accomplished, and knowing that when she passed, she was probably proud. She was more than likely, but more proud of you, regardless. Still is proud of you, and happy that their child got their shit to get their stuff together and was able to pass peaceful, however it may have happened, but knowing in their heart that you did good, and to throw all that away because something happened, Jesus, I can only imagine. Like I said, when my parents passed, put me in a room. Mm-hmm. I'm scared for the day that's going to happen, but it's going to happen. Yep. And when you said that, I thought about my sons. Maybe my sons could stand there with their head held high and say, my dad died of old age. He didn't die a heroin addict. And, they may shed a tear or two, but good God, man.
And hopefully that's in 50, 60 years, like a long time from now. Like there's so much that's going to happen in life between now and then. Hopefully, we're not promised tomorrow. We're not promised next day, But hopefully there's a lot of memories that, like I said, that proving yourself that you will, staying sober, they're going to want to be around you.
Right.
So when they say that and they can think that, that they're going to be so proud of you, and they're not going to think, oh, Dad died, I'm going to miss him. They're going to think, that bastard, he did it, man.
Right.
Look what he did. And they're going to walk past pictures. Your great grandkids will walk past pictures. And I've said this, and I'm stealing it from Steve Harvey. People are going to walk past your picture, great grandkids, and go, oh, and they're going, who's that? Well, that's Grandpa Chris Goss. He built a time machine with Corey Winfield, Ryan Beckman, and they went back to L.A. and he met
Did it up right.
Michael J. Fox before he had the shakes, and he was arrested because he was stalking on his property. But he did it. He died sober. That guy, he was close to death. He died a few times. But that's Grandpa Goss, or Ghost. Buddy Tyrone
would say.
But yeah, that's the kind of thing we can leave behind. And I told her this too, that life, I think we're just here to make memories. Like my grandma who has passed, I'm never going to forget them. And there's things that my sister will tell me about me that I don't even remember doing. She's like, oh, I remember this and that. It's those memories that we can leave with people, and the people that love us. Like my son, who's not even born yet, is going to love me because of taking him to the water park, or taking him to Mackinac Island, or showing him his first movie.
Chris Winfield.
No.
CW.
I mean, it could be worse.
Ryan. It's all fun, guys. Come on.
Oh,
sorry. But I'm sorry for your friend's loss. But truly, the way you said that couldn't be more. Couldn't be. It just did that on. Jesus Christ, sorry. Spot on. Yeah. Let the legacy live on of what she remembered, how she when she passed. You were got your gear was together, and you had her solid head.
Yeah, and we appreciate you listening to our podcast as well. And she said that was really helping her. So, Steph, keep your head up and
get through today.
Anything you need, we're here to help however we can, but keep your head up. And yeah, for sure. I mean, you already know using's it's really not an option.
I think I'll fix it.
Not gonna
that
fix
15 minutes or whatever it is going to still be there tomorrow.
Be strong for your kids and show them, and that way one day they can be strong for their kids. And with all the ghost crap that I had happen in my house in Arkansas, man, there is definitely spirits, and and they're like, oh, and I think ghosts. Most of the ghosts I think were in my house were demons, but
Man.
You believe in demons, it means you believe in the devil, which means you have to believe in God. I think
gone full circle.
Yeah, so there's something, man, and I believe that life is just, we're meant to enjoy it, but I think the afterlife. I think there's something there, man. And if not, well, then I'm wrong. But at least I'm living good thinking about it, man.
L-I-V-I-N.
You know, there's my two options. I'll take option A, please. That there is something good out there. And
Right.
there's nothing, man. You just die. It's black. It's done.
Man. Look
Okay.
at the stars. There's something bigger. There's something
Think
different.
how much stuff that we don't even know. You know, like 200 years ago, electricity? Are you kidding? How are they going to... Now we're sitting here with cell phones. Come on, man. There's so much stuff that we don't know. Even back in 85, you'd have been like, hey, get on your Apple phone. You'd be like, what? I'm sorry?
Excuse me?
You can look at porn on that thing?
What? Heaven's sakes. What's
Not
porn?
VHS.
Where's the bush? So you'd say. I wonder what year. You could probably look it up. That's for another
Bo
episode.
Derek
You know,
was
we're running out of
March
time.
23rd.
Jeez, I really do got to get on that exam.
Sagamores brick phone.
Oh, man. I got an awesome dial phone for my business line. I'll show a picture of it one day if I get a picture on the website.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah. Thanks
Check
for
out our
coming
website,
guys.
217recovery.com. You can listen to all the episodes from there. 217recovery.com/podcast.
Smash
Hit
it,
up
like
our pages.
it, enjoy it.
My page on the crew page looks way better than the rest of theirs, and that's because that's the only page I mess with so far.
All right, well. I hope you guys learned something because you know I did. I said it earlier, but I'll say it again. I hope you guys learned something because you know I did. It's 3 times.
I like the way you said it yesterday.
I didn't say it yesterday.
Oh
Ryan did. He said it like,
yeah, I'm the dirty man.
Yeah, you are. I didn't hear it. I apologize.
dirty man.
The dirty
Anyway,
man.
yeah, thanks for listening. Gots to run. We'll holla at you Tuesday unless we drop a bonus episode on you. You never know.
Well,
Have
thanks
a
for
good
coming
night.
out,
Thank you.
guys.
But yeah, share us with your friends too and your enemies.
Everyone.
Just have them listen to those first 15 minutes again.
Yeah, all right. Thanks for coming out, guys.
See you.
Thanks for listening to another episode of the 217 Recovery Podcast. Listen on the 217 Recovery app. Download the app and rate us in your app store.